All right, welcome back everyone. This is part 2. We just finished part 1. My name is Susan and it is May 20th today. So we're going to start right into a sequence from here. All right, part 1 we did all our lovely stretches, we warmed everything up. So if you're just joining me, it's still going to warm things up. All right, so we're going to start in our mountain Tadasana. Now remember, the breathing is in through the nose, out through the nose. And I will cue you on your breathing when I say on the next exhale, or your next exhale is when I want you to move, because we move on the exhale. Do what you can, take it easy, pace yourself, listen to your body. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it, or you can make little adjustments to what works for you and where you are in your practice. All right? So we're going to start with our mountain Tadasana. Feet are hip distance apart. Nice and anchored to the floor, standing nice and tall. Let your arms just relax, and let's take a few breaths into our mountain Tadasana. Close your eyes. Now's the time to do that little inner checklist, looking for tension. Wiggle your toes if you'd like. Release your knees and your thighs. If they're tight, let them go. Your belly, your buttocks, if they're tight, let it go. Shoulders, let it go. Roll them out if you need to. And all that tension and that stress filter through your body and sink in the ground. Just let it come out your feet into the ground. All right. So we're going to start with a back bend and a forward fold, but I'm going to try something a little different today. I'd like you to cross the right leg, right foot over the left. Now here, if you want, you can have a flat foot, or if you want to go on the ball of the right foot, you can. This is going to challenge your balance. Now we're going to do a forward fold from here. If you find this is really not going to work for you, do your forward fold like this, or you can do a ragdoll if you like. Let's try that. Ready? Inhale up. Exhale into your back bend. One more breath. Exhale, forward fold from here. One more breath. Exhale, come up slowly, reverse the blood flow so you don't get dizzy. Come up very slowly, untangle those legs, roll the shoulders out. Now we're going to get right into chair pose. Inhale up, exhale, chair. Now sit back, the edge of the sacrum along the edge of the chair, knees and toes lined up. Try not to have your knees pushed forward, all right? We're going to take care of those knees. Chair pose. From here, prepare for toe squat. Take a breath, exhale, come down. Now if this is really hard on your knees, bring yourself right onto your knees. Skip it all together if you find toe squat is challenging for your knees. This is on the balls of the feet. Hands together, take a breath, exhale, straighten that spine. Working on the strength of the toes, the feet, the ankles. This is a balance pose as well. If you'd like, you can bring your arms all the way up here. Toe squat. From here, prepare for left low lunge. Exhale. Into the low lunge. Make those adjustments. Line everything up. Ankle to knee, knee to hip, ankle to knee. Low lunge. Now this is a low lunge I do often. It's a nice straight one. Everything is lined up. For those of you who want to go deeper with your low lunge, all you have to do is just back your knee up a little bit, and that's a nice deep stretch for that right thigh. You can do it this way if you'd like. Okay, whatever feels good for you. Low lunge warrior, take a breath, exhale, come up. This is going to challenge your balance again. Relax the shoulders. Low lunge warrior. Breathe. Low lunge again on the exhale. From here, we're going to do a variation of the camel. Take a breath on the exhale, onto both knees. Arms to the side. Inhale up. Exhale, lean back slightly if you can. This one you can do with your hands on your hips if you like. Deep stretch for your quads. You feel that into the hip, into the buttock, working the spine as well. Prepare for child's pose from here. On the exhale, prepare for cobra from here. On the exhale, slide forward onto the forearms. Bring your body onto the floor. Hands beside the chest. On the exhale, chest up, shoulder blades together. Pelvis and hips are on the floor. Cobra, Bhujanasa. Child's pose from here. On the exhale, preparing for camel variation on the exhale. Exhale, come up slowly. Inhale up, exhale back. Preparing for left low lunge from here. On the exhale, from here, prepare for crescent lunge. Take a breath. Exhale, hands together, come up. And on the exhale, lean back. Crescent lunge. Low lunge from here. On the exhale. Toe squat from here. If you're going to skip the toe squat, you can stay right here a little longer or get on your knees. Exhale, toe squat. And on the exhale, come up straight spine. And if you'd like, you can come all the way up here if you'd like. Perfectly balanced, feeling strong. From here, prepare for forward fold, just with a regular one or a rag doll. Exhale up. If you're doing rag doll, knees are soft and you're hanging. Forward fold, legs are straight, hands are, hold on to the ankles, hands on your knees if it makes you dizzy to go too low, or on the floor. Chair pose next. Exhale, bend the knees, come up slowly, reverse the blood flow right into chair. Exhale, mountain. All right, perfect. Roll the shoulders out. Shake the legs out, shake it all out. All right. Because we're going to do that again. So now we're going to do this side. We're going to do the right side. Exactly the same thing. All right. So if you have to make little adjustments, it's the same thing we did with this side here. Make little adjustments that find the place that's comfortable for you in any of the postures that we do. All right. And if you find you want to skip, especially that toe squat, a lot of people cannot do the toe squat. Don't worry about it. Go right into the lunge, the right little lunge, or just put your knees on the floor. All right, so let's try our forward fold, crossing legs. Like I said, if you prefer to do it with your legs straight, that's fine. So like this one here is really going to work on your balance. So either feet are flat, or if you find it's easier to have the ball of your foot, the left foot, you can do it that way as well. Ready? Inhale up, exhale back bend. Preparing for forward fold from here on the exhale. One more breath. Exhale, come up very slowly, reverse the blood flow so you don't get dizzy. And release the legs without losing your balance. All right, preparing for chair. Inhale up, exhale. Chair pose. Make sure the knees are lined up to the toes. Preparing for toe squat. Again, on the exhale, come down. And exhale, straighten that spine. From here, prepare for right low lunge. On the exhale, left knee on the floor, right low lunge. Now make sure you take a second or two, make sure everything is nice and lined up, being aware of your alignment always. And to keep our knees nice and safe. Low lunge warrior, next exhale. Press down on the right foot, that'll help stabilize you. Relax the shoulders, reach. Perfectly balanced, feeling strong, feeling confident. Breath is flowing. Low lunge on the exhale. Try to relax, smile. Preparing for our variation of the camel. On the exhale, right knee on the floor. Inhale up and exhale back. Preparing for child's pose from here. On the exhale, come forward. Open up the knees a little bit wider if you need to. Make sure your head and your neck are supported. You can rest them on your stacked fist if you'd like. From here, prepare for cobra. Take a breath. On the exhale, onto the forearms, bring your body onto the floor, hands beside the chest. On the exhale, chest up, shoulder blades together, pelvis and hips are on the floor. Cobra Bhujanasa. This is a back bend, upper body strength. From here, child's pose. On the exhale, from here, prepare for camel variation. Exhale, come up. Inhale up and exhale back. Pay attention to that breath. It should be long and it's smooth. From here, prepare for our right low lunge. On the exhale, bring the arms down. Low lunge. Now take a second between every time you move your body. Just take a couple of seconds and make sure that you set yourself up. Some postures or asanas you can get into and you're already there. Most of them you have to make little adjustments. Take the time so that you're safe and you're comfortable, because when you're comfortable, you're confident. All right, let's try our crescent lunge. Inhale, hands together. And exhale back. Goes back as far as comfortable for you, really working on that balance again. There, deep stretch into the left thigh. You feel that? Crescent lunge. Low lunge, exhale. From here, prepare for our toe squat again. If you want to stay here a little longer until we get into our forward fold, you can do that as well. And toe squat. Exhale, straighten that spine. Whenever you do any balance postures, I always find it helps if you find a little spot on the floor, stare at that spot, a little drishti, a focal point. It really helps with the balance as well. Relax. And those of you who are really a little bit further in your practice, you can try doing a lot of these postures with your eyes closed as well. That'll challenge your balance. Now from here, prepare for our forward fold, or if you prefer just to do a ragdoll at this point, absolutely. Let's go. I'm going to do a ragdoll this time. Knees are soft, just hanging out. And anytime we have our head below our hips, those are inversions. If this makes you dizzy, for any reason, come up halfway. Put your hands on your knees if you like. Make the adjustment so that you're comfortable and safe. From here, prepare for chair. On the exhale, come up slowly, right into chair. And mountain. Wonderful. And roll it out. Roll the shoulders out. Lovely. Perfect. All right. Let's come back down onto the floor nice and slow. Let's get back into our child's pose. Let's take a little rest. Open up the knees a little wider. Now there's a few other variations of child's pose I'd like to show you. Choose the one that works best for you. There's the one we normally do with the hands in front, but you can also have your hands along the side of your legs, palms to the ceiling. Forehead is either on the block or on the floor. Or if you'd like to try, elbows on the floor, hands behind your neck in the Namaste prayer pose, and your head is always supported, either block or on the floor. So you can choose the child's pose, pardon me, that works best for you. You can mix it up, you can, have a little variation if you'd like. Doesn't matter, whatever works. Rest. Let's stay here for a few breaths to absorb the benefit of our practice so far. Resting in child's pose, Balasana. And now is the time to thank yourself for being here today, for taking this time, for dedicating this time, giving yourself permission to relax, just to slow down, maybe turn the noises off for a while and just to breathe. Make that connection with your mind, your body, and your soul. Focus from the outside world to the inner awareness of your body, the sensations of your breath. On the next exhale, slowly bring yourself up out of your child's pose, and I'd like you to bring yourself onto your back. Nice and slow and gentle, all the way down. So we're going to do a nice little stretch called the reverse pigeon. This is a nice stretch for those lovely hips. So I'd like you to bring your left leg up, right foot on top of the left knee. Now the left leg, if you want to bend the knee a little, you can. It's up to you. I'm going to give you two different places for your hands. If you can, both hands behind the left thigh. If you find this is a little too intense, put one hand on the right knee, one behind the thigh, whatever feels good. And on the exhale, if you can, gently pull on that left leg. Back is nice and relaxed, shoulders are relaxed. This is a nice stretch to release that right hip, your buttock as well, your thigh, your hamstring, your quad, pelvic floor muscles as well. So make that adjustment. If you need a deeper stretch, go a little further or back up a little if you need to. And when you're ready, on the next exhale, let's see if we can go to the other side. Same idea, both hands behind the right thigh, or put one on the left knee if you'd like. And just get that beautiful stretch, lengthening, stretching, decompressing those tight muscles, the nerves, the blood vessels. Every stretch, every move we make is doing exactly the same thing, working on joint stability as well. One more breath. On the next exhale, feet on the floor, straighten the left leg. Keep the right one bent. Let's do a single leg stretch. Take a breath, and on the exhale, I want you to bring the right knee up, give it a big hug. Relax the left leg. The closer you bring your knee to your chest, the deeper the stretch you will get. This is going to stretch out your thigh, your buttock as well, your lower back, and that hip. Just relax the shoulders, close your eyes, just breathe. One more breath. On the next exhale, slowly release the leg. And let's just gently counterpose. Bend the left one, straighten the right one. Adjust your shoulders for comfort. Your back is nice and anchored. Take your breath. And on the exhale, bring that knee up. Again, make the adjustments. Maybe some, stretches you want to go really deep. Maybe some you just want to go a little bit. Find that place that feels just right. But that's when you pay attention to how your breath feels. Whatever you do, however you move your body, if you find your breath changes, if it becomes labored, or if it's too quick, or if you hold your breath, then you have to stop and just do that little checklist, make the adjustment to get that breath back. And on the next exhale, release, keep it bent, bend the right one now. Let's give a hug to both legs. On the exhale, bring it up. And I'd like you just to rock from side to side now. Give yourself a beautiful back massage, lengthening the spine. Just relax and rock and breathe. Close your eyes. Feeling very calm right now, feeling so relaxed. No cares, no worries, no anxieties, just you and your breath. Now I'd like you to do some little circles to the left. Really releasing that lower back a little bit. And then go to the right. Knees to center, soles of the feet onto the floor. I'd like you to straighten the left leg. Preparing for supine twist pose. Right foot on the left knee. Bring up the left hand on the right knee. Right arm, stretch it out. Take a breath. And on the exhale, as you look over the right shoulder, gently pressing the right knee to the left. Pay attention to how your left leg feels. You should be able to wiggle your toes. That left leg is so relaxed. Your right foot is gently resting on the left knee, so there's no pressure on the knee. This is a stretch for your spine, but you get a bonus stretch into your hip area, which is nice. If you want to go deeper, press a little more or less. One more breath. On the exhale, slowly release, counter pose. Now gently straighten the right leg, bend the left one. Adjust your back and your shoulders for comfort. Left foot gently resting on the right knee. Bring up the right hand, put it on the left knee, and then stretch the left arm out. Take a breath. And on the exhale, as you look over the left shoulder, gently pressing on the left knee to the right. Relax that right leg. Breathe. For one more breath. Exhale, release. Now I want you to straighten that left leg. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, let them fall over your head. And I want you to stretch your body out. Fingertips to the tips of your toes. Lengthen your body, stretch it all out. Feeling heavy, but relaxed at the same time. Let your body just sink into the ground. Slowly bring your hands to the side of your body, palms facing the ceiling. Hands are open to receive guidance from your higher self. And let's prepare for our closing Savasana, meditation, relaxation, reflection time, however you choose to bring this into your practice today. Resting comfortably in your corpse pose. At this point, if you want, you can bend your knees for comfort. If you want to lay on your side, some people like to have a little blanket. Just find a place on your mat where you can completely relax. Keep the breath flowing. And now that we're resting in Savasana, relaxation pose, let's take a minute to thank ourselves for our practice today. Let's take a moment to scan our body and our mind for any remaining tension. And let's let compassion melt that tension into our mat. It's important for relaxation to have a tension-free body and a tension-free mind. All that energy is flowing. As we leave our mats today with a promise to ourselves not to view pleasure as a luxury, and also to commit to making time for little pleasures in our life. We can recognize the need for pleasure when we feel irritable and tense. Let's remember that our life simply will not work well if we deny ourselves pleasure. The old saying of all work and no play makes us quite dull is quite true. We may find ourselves living a rather colorless life if we don't pause every now and then to indulge our senses in pleasure. Let's take some time to embrace the silence in the room and in our minds, and let's go find that place within ourselves that speaks to us and holds the proper questions and all of our answers, our truth and our identity. Let's close our session today with our own personal reflection of the Serenity Prayer that encourages us to accept the things we cannot change, to seek the courage to change the things that we can, and to find the wisdom to know the difference. Sat Nam. Let your mind, your soul, and your body absorb the vibrations of the bells, bringing your own energies to its appropriate frequency. Slowly bring yourself back into your space, back into the room. Wiggle your fingers and toes to bring life back to your body. And when you're ready, slowly and gently bring yourself back up to our cross-legged Sukhasana position or any seated position at this point that's comfortable for you. Take your time. I know it's hard to get off the floor. Comfortable on your sit bones, back is nice and straight, shoulders are relaxed. Let's bring our hands together. Let's rub them vigorously to activate that hand chakra. Hands onto your heart center, close your eyes. Let's take a nice long smooth breath together to tune in. Inhale. Om Shanti 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 Sat Nam. Shanti Shanti, peace, peace, may love and light be with you always. Namaste. We're all done. That was wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for joining me, and my name is Susan, again, by the way. And that was wonderful. So I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you again for joining me. And get outside, get some sun on your face, move, get some fresh air, breathe. All right? And have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself and everybody else. All right? We'll see you soon.